Hello, my lovely fifth graders, and welcome back to our English class. After this presentation, you are supposed to be able to, number one, read and understand the story, identify new vocabulary, and change some verbs to nouns using the suffix er. The title of our unit is Crazy About Wildlife, which is Unit 6. Now, before we start reading Unit 6, can you remember the story that we have read in Unit 5? The story of the children in the DSD club. Try to remember the story. Now, before we start reading the story in Unit 6, take a look at the pictures and tell me what can you see. Now, let's read the story together. Crazy about wildlife. Libby, please don't film the river yet. It isn't clean. Finn, can you film the aquarium or the reptile house first? Presenter, I am Karen. I am presenter. What happened to the river? Kate, someone dumped lots of rubbish in it. We are helping the park keepers to clean up and save the birds. Presenter, okay, we are going to make a different program. We are going to film you cleaning up. It will be a great show. Ed, really? That's so exciting. We are going to be on TV. Presenter, the children worked hard all afternoon. Kate, oh look, there I am. Finn, and there is Libby. Libby, we are glad that the river is safe again. Now we are going to take all the litter to the recycling center. Women, thanks to the DSD Club for all their help. They can have free visits to the wildlife park anytime. Ed, wow, that's great. I'm going to go next weekend. Libby, me too, but this time I'm not going to go in the river. Try to answer the following questions after you read the story. What are the places the TV crew can film at? What's the name of the presenter? What did the presenter decide to do? Who was the first one to appear in the program? What was their reward? When are they going to go to the park? Now let's move to exercise 3 in your class book, page 54, where we have to read and to circle. Number 1, the children don't want the TV crew to film the river or aquarium yet. The river. 2, the TV crew are going to make a different cleanup or program. 3, the children are going to take all the litter to the reptile house or recycling center. 4, it is going to visit the park next month or next weekend. Let's start talking about the most important words in our story with their definition. Number 1, we have the word pool. Pool, it's an area of water where you can swim. Pool. Enclosure. Enclosure is a place in a zoo with a wall around it where you can stand and watch the animals inside. Enclosure. Reptile house. Part of a zoo where you can see snakes, crocodiles. Reptile house. Insect house. Insect house is a building in a zoo where you can see small animals with 6 legs and wings. Insect house. Aquarium. Aquarium is a building in a zoo where you can see fish and other water animals. Aquarium. Aviary. Aviary is a part of zoo where you can see birds. Aviary. Gift shop. Gift shop is a place where you can buy small presents, postcards. Gift shop. Picnic area. Picnic area is a place where you sit and eat your sandwiches. Picnic area. After we are done with our most important words or with our vocabulary, let's do exercise number 2 in your class book, page 55. Write the words. Number 1, you can see lots of birds here. It is the aviary. Penguins swim in this. You can have lunch here. You can see snakes and lizards here. There are lots of fish here, and you can buy postcards and t-shirts here. Let's move to talk about a new idea in our part which is working with words. We are going to talk about how can we change some verbs into nouns. First of all, take a look at these two groups of verbs and nouns. We have act, visit, teach. When we change them into nouns, we have changed act into actor, visit, visitor, teach, teacher. Take a look at these two groups and tell me what is the difference between nouns and verbs. As we saw in the examples previously, we add the suffixes er or o or or to some verbs to make them nouns. So we add the suffixes er or to some verbs to make nouns, like keep, keeper, present, presenter, sing, singer, invent, inventor, act, actor, visit, visitor. Now let's do exercise 4 in your class book, page 55, and we have to write. Number 1, let's help the park keeper to clean up the litter. Number 2, I am going to invent a recycling machine. Pay attention that after 2 we have verbs. Always after 2 you have to use a verb. So I am going to invent. 3, welcome to the wildlife park. You are our first today. You are our first visitor today. Number 4, I want to present a TV show when I am older, so I want to present. Now please let's go to our workbook. We are going to work on page 48. Open your workbook, page 48. In exercise number 1, what you have to do, exercise number 2, what you have to do is to read the story and number the events in the correct order. So you can read the story in your class book. After that, you have to order these events. Exercise number 3 in your student book, page 48, is a homework. What you have to do is, what did they say? Match the sentences to the pictures. So all you have to do is to match the sentences with the pictures. Moving to page 49 in your workbook in exercise number 1, complete the leaflet. So you have to read and to complete using the vocabulary. Exercise number 2 in your workbook, page 49, you have to add er or to the verbs to make nouns. So teach, teacher, direct, director, help, helper, calculate, calculator. Exercise 3, match the verbs to the definitions, is a homework. So exercise 3, match the verbs to the definitions, is a homework. exercise number 4. In exercise number 4, we have to make nouns from the verbs in exercise 3. So you are going to make these nouns by adding ER or OR to the verb to change it into a noun. Then we have to write the definition. Number 1, we have invent. We are going to add OR. An inventor is a person who thinks of and makes a new type of things. Number 2, we have teach. It's going to be teacher. So a teacher is a person who tells someone about something new. Here is the answers of exercise number 4.